everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with me, Alfapiomega, and the Kingdom of Latze. So I have been away for about 10 days in Finland, enjoying the historical conference that took place in the beautiful city of Jyväskylä. And today I'm back to record some more Crusader Kings. So without further ado, let's get to it. Crusader Kings. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manners of abuse and the routes are not safe. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ the Faithful, His Holiness Pope Hadrianus has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. I'm going to slow it down a bit. The Knights of St. John. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The knights who have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time now have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers may call on their support in wars against heretics and heathens, but they will not fight those of their own faith. And the Knights Templar. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short, have sworn to protect pilgrims traveling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order, and this will allow pious Catholic rulers to call on their aid through, though they will only fight against heretics and infidels. Okay, so I wanted to just go through what is happening around us, because I haven't been playing in a while, and the game keeps bombarding me with events, so sorry about that. Crusade for Philistine. His Holiness Pope Hadrianus has been swayed by the cries for help from the Christian population of the Faisalid Sultanate. He urges all able-bodied men of Europe to take up arms against the evil Sultan Bashar of the Faisalid Sultanate in order to secure the Faisalid Sultanate from the clutches of the Mohammedan infidels. God will grant the pilgrims remission of sins in heavens. There's no concern of us. That is true. Anyway, so what have we been doing? We got King Punk Gonfu II, the turbulent river dragon, the drunkard, still on throne of Latze. He's 68, so I'm fully expecting him to die sometime soon. He's possessed, he's a drunkard, and he's disfigured, but otherwise he seems to be okay. I went with the theology focus because that seemed prudent, thinking about the fact that we have conquered Lhaze and we're gonna have more holy wars. But I feel like the only choice that we have is to wait for Duke Punk Zaisi II of Budan, who is gonna take over the throne. He's ruling in these two... Oh, he's ruling in Budan. No. Paro. Okay, Paro is his. And he's also ruling this duchy. So once he seizes the throne, we will have to give Paro to someone, probably his firstborn son, Punk Yaxiang. But in the meantime, we're going to continue upgrading our beautiful kingdom. We're a cornerstone of the territory with an unbelievable 24,000 troops. I'm very happy about that. Plus, Lhaze is still gaining its troops and yada yada yada. So we have had a massive building going on. We still haven't finished the fort here though, but the trade offices are okay. The trade post here is okay. It's okay here. I feel that we might go with this one next. Medium mercenary garrison would probably help. But a thriving trade post would be even better, I believe, yeah. What was that? Yeah, it was. Okay, so we might go with the thriving trade post. I'm told by the educator that my son, Shang, is growing reluctant to the idea of becoming a scholar. Sighing, I rub my temples. Perhaps knowing about his destiny makes him anxious? I believe the heavens have a plan for Prince Pung Shang. Actually, I think the stars have something else in store for my son. I I don't know if this changes anything. It didn't seem to, so let's just leave it at that. News from China. Emperor Hengsong Borjigin, the Chinese Sons of Heaven, has died and been succeeded by Wuzong Borjigin. Like his predecessor, the new emperor is known to believe in an open China. Apparently, he takes a special interest in Finno-Magyar cultures but frowns on Muslims. Good for us. I was wondering that, you know, China was going through a large period of prosperity, and now it's stable. Maybe we might see some changes in the future. If it's stable, it's only one step away from chaos. Who might know? I'm still gaining 3 kowtow per month, which is good, or 3 grace. 1 from kowtow and 2 from imperial tributary. Our son would definitely go for the kowtow. He's gonna have a high prestige by the time he's gonna be a king. So I think it might be a good idea when we get him to send him on a kowtow right away, but not before the coronation. But he's gonna pay for his coronation from his own pocket, I think. Dear King Pungonfu II of Rekaze, during your vice-recent visit to Naidong, we had a great time discussing the similarities between our people. I suggest a non-aggression pact between us. A wonderful idea, sure. That was with you, right? Yeah, cool. I don't mind that. We have a plan for you, but that one will come to fruition once my son takes over the throne. My niece, Soidi Pongalizi of Rekaze, has embraced a dangerous heresy, no doubt influenced by local preachers. Let's engage her in theological debate. I don't believe there's gonna be anything. And being my niece, girl, you should marry someone. Someone like him. It's gonna be a matrimonial marriage. The Order of Sand Blaze. In order to stem the tide of infidels and heretics bearing down upon the innocent faithful, a small army of Armenian soldiers and Korex have banded together under the banner of Saint Blaze. With the Latins and Greeks pushing from the west and the Muslims from the east, there is very little these men have aside from unshakable faith in the power of God to stand between them and their enemies. Okay. Grandmaster Vakhtang of Order of the Sand Blaze. Interesting. Well, you guys deal with that while I have fun here. We're getting some money. I think we're still building a number of things, though we're not really doing all that well in that regard. We're paying too much in taxes. And Latze is okay. But even Zonga, which is our second place of troops, or second strongest place, is not doing that well, and the other ones are doing even worse. That sucks, but overbuilding castle walls here. We haven't built anything here, I believe. No, not even a crossbow range yet. But still gives us a large amount of troops, and castle walls here would be a good benefit. What do you want? Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We would like you to back our plot to discredit Lord Hungsunyu. No. And I'm gonna end your plot if I can. Yes. And I can righteously imprison someone. Oh, my son! Duke Pungonfu III, the exile of Kukin. Does he have... I could duel him. Well, that's weird. I can pardon him. Imprison him. I think I'm gonna pardon him. Your demand is just. My scheming was obvious and misdirected. Good. And we got rid of a smuggler's ring. Are they still preying us? I remember that was a large... Oh yeah. There was quite a lot of mishap taking place in our territory, but I thought we got it all. Not true, we didn't. And we can take an apprentice. I don't know who to take as an apprentice though. My son is too young. My daughters I don't think they're good for that. I'm gonna wait and try to get my son there. My lord, I was sent to Bumantang to deal with the rebellious rabble, and after a recent engagement I'm glad to report my success. They should trouble your pharaohs in years to come. Okay. What happened there? Cowed by Marshall. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Good for us. Our son would really like a place at the council. He doesn't seem to be good in anything. Cynical, detached priest. I really wonder if we kept him at a scholarship focus, if he could, for example, get better at that. Because, I mean, seriously, he's awful. And that happens, you know, you can't really choose your king. Sometimes your king chooses you. Hold a grand debate, not interested in that. I'm really sad that even though we got the holy place of our religion, we lost another one. Pung Sengru died after disagreement with a meal. Oh, that's sad. Randaoishis. Holy sites. I guess they're too far away. Since I'm such a diligent person, I make sure that everything is as good as it can be. When it comes to my fighting men, I can focus on more soldiers. And for a long while now, you have not felt the presence of Yuan Shi Tianzun, the celeste venerable of the primordial being, in your thoughts. You are starting to wonder whether there really is any truth to Tao Te Ching, or if perhaps it is just an old book written by clever liars. It must be. It must be so. Yuan Shi Tianzun, the celeste venerable of the primordial being, something, becomes cynical. These blasphemous feelings will pass soon, or perish the blasphemous thoughts. Become zealous. You know what? Let's become zealous. That kind of fits us. We're focusing on theology. So I think being zealous is a good idea. My treasurer has been hard at work in Saya, increasing the infrastructure and motivating the local people to work even harder. Good. Good, good, good. Inspired peasantry. Local build time modifier. I think we're gonna go with the Vols in Giesa though. It's gonna increase the fort level here. We haven't... Oh, we can build it there. Okay, so let's build it here. Castle walls, yes. And another thing that I was thinking about is technology while I was gone. There's a number of things we could go with now. We could go with siege equipment here, which might not be bad. And I think I'm gonna go with it now. Okay, so siege equipment we got. Now, economy advances, I think we're gonna wait for castle infrastructure where we can build the castle town and training grounds, but especially the castle town, which is really good. So we're liking about 350 for that, so sometime more. We could, for example, go with town infrastructure, but I'm not really sure it's worth. Oh, it might be on the other hand. Okay, there's a war going on between the Protectorate and someone, but yeah, the castle infrastructure would probably be the best for us now, especially because it gives us the town, and that will increase my income significantly. How much? 540, but it's gonna give me 2 extra, and I think that is worth it. Castle infrastructure and not much else, so we could go with that. So I think I'm gonna wait for that. And as far as culture goes, I think I'm gonna go for legalism, because that one gives absolute crown authority, and I have been neglecting the laws a bit. But I would like to increase the crown authority to high and maybe max eventually. And I would like to increase the demands law, because Lhaze, for example, would be a great place to have. And some of the other places, like, well, not Ze, but maybe Dazi and... Latze would be good, Lhaze would be good, and maybe these two, I don't know. Because these ones are really not that good. No, they're not mountainous. They're deserts. High Priest Huijan of Lhasa has inherited theocracy of Lhasa from High Priest Pung Zenshan of Lhasa. Okay, so the old man has died, and you now want to be someone. And you could be a good Daoshi, I actually think. You get 21 learning. Yeah. Yeah, let's put you there. And I'm gonna let you proselytize. Counter-religion converted 0.23. Well, it's what you have to do. And you are no longer singing Sima. Oh, because you died. Hey, you know what? Let's put Gongfu there. He wants to be. He really hates me, but he's really good. So let's make it less of a trouble. And Yangtze no longer has a smuggler's ring. And Saya no longer has a smuggler's ring. So that's kind of good. Our army decreased though. Oh, our marshal went down somehow. I don't know why. Something really went wrong. Not sure what. So my son, anything new with you? No, not really. You're cruel, craven, just, cynical, stubborn, and proud. Well, justice can be cruel. That's definitely a thing I can vouch for, but... apprentice. My son, grow. If you become a good steward, I'm really considering that you might become the next heir, but I don't know how I would do that. There's no simple way how I can skip this. Or at least I could grant you some good position, for example, borrow something. If I wanted to revoke the title, it would piss him off and other vassals by 15. Okay, most of them like me, so it could be done. Pungonfu will never like me, that's for sure. Outraged, imprisoned, defeated, hate. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. But still I can have him here. Could we maybe murder him? Oh, we could. Plot to kidnap. Plot to fabricate treason. Let's see if we can plot to kill. I'm gonna invite people. Castle walls have been built in the Renbu, which is I think in Rikaza? No? Saya. Yangtze. Okay, so we built the castle walls here. Good, more income and bigger fort level. In the last few days, my daughter, Princess Pung Ruying, has been clutching at her stomach and made frequent visits to the private. I have now been informed that she is suffering from dysentery. Oh my god. But she has excellent symptom treatment. So I hope that's gonna be good enough, because -4 health, that is awful. That is truly awful. And you are now 70 and still alive. I was pretty sure that this episode would be the last for him. Oh! What did you get? Oh my god, Yan! A twin-edged straight sword commonly used in China. The Yan is strong and reliable weapon for any aspiring fighter. Martial +3, personal combat +3. That's better than what we have. Yeah, martial +2, personal combat +1. Wow! Good for you. Neon artwork and ceremonial robe. You are my heir, right? Nice! That's gonna be a very valuable artifact. Your dedication to religious pursuit has been noticed around the realm. Among others, it has quite impressed Daoshi Fengji of Longon Lakang. You have maintained correspondence on various religious and philosophical matters for some time, and found that you are rapidly becoming good friends. Nice. Well, friends are always good. We have a rival too. I don't know why. Could imprison him. Thought you kill him. Prince Pung Gongfu Rikaza likes to take the morning air on his balcony. The fall would be a long one indeed if someone was to take a tumble from there. Perhaps the Roman could be adjusted slightly. Well, he does have children. And his hate for me and constant... I'm not honest or anything, am I? No, I'm wrath and a drunkard. Arrange for prince. We have a high intrigue skill. We don't have a high intrigue skill. Let's let the co-conspirators do this. And we're gonna see the outcome in the next episode. So join me then for some more Crusader Kings 2.